What up, Facebook? How are you guys doing today? I hope that you guys are having an amazing Wednesday. What day is today? Wednesday already? So I'm gonna make this very quick and simple. And I'm gonna show you guys how is that, what is it take? What is that real secret? What does it takes to be an entrepreneur and make huge amounts of money online? It's very simple, guys. It's just so simple. It's that sometimes it just gets in my way. Like sometimes I just think, how is that more? There's no more people doing this. How is that there's no more people actually getting off their couch, getting off their butts, and taking action and making money? Because nowadays making money is quite easy if you know what to do, if you follow some simple strategies, especially online. The whole online game changed the game. Sometimes I just think, and it's crazy, it's actually crazy, guys, because sometimes I just think that everybody should be doing this, but then I turn around and I'm like, well, no, because we still need people to run the machinery. We still need people to build cars, to build houses, to deliver mail and stuff like that, like your regular jobs. And that's always, it's kind of like a conflict, because for me, I'm a true believer that everybody should have the freedom of time, the freedom of actually being able to do what they want, whenever they want, because they want. And of course, for that you need money, and making money online or becoming an entrepreneur is one of those routes to break free and have that freedom. But then I have this second thought that, well, if everybody were to do this, who's gonna deliver the mail? Who's going to actually build cars and build houses? But I've been researching as of late, and the future, man. Actually, I wish I was born, in the 90s. I was born in the 80s. I wish I was born in the 90s or early 2000s, because how things are moving and the way we're heading into the future, everything's getting replaced now. Pretty much a car, their full machine makes a car. And now they are machinery that can 3D print a full freaking house. How amazing is that, And so eventually, people, I do believe that we will get to the point where people will be generating income through their creative ideas or through their creative minds, not so much with the manual labor, So education and educating yourself, and I don't mean by actually formal education, going to college. I mean by actually acquiring knowledge and marketable skills is what the future is moving for anybody who wants to compete. So, but what does it take? Why, I see people around wanting to make money or trying to become an entrepreneur, and they have this misguided concept. So I wanted to jump in and talk about that for a second. Like, for example, let's keep it real here, right? People think that for you to become an entrepreneur, you need to do a startup. First, you need to find a problem, identify the problem, and then come up with a solution to the problem. Very simple concepts, right? So you find a problem, then you need to come with an innovative way to solve the problem, then to develop the technology that will solve that problem. Therefore, a startup comes out, right? Because you have that idea. That's great as a way to become an entrepreneur, right? And then you go collect money, get funded, and then you put the idea, you materialize the idea, and then you sell the product. Yes, that's a way to be an entrepreneur. That's the most, true original ways of becoming an entrepreneur, building your own company. But sometimes we get so caught up on that, and then we're like, oh shit, I don't have an idea for nothing. I don't even can identify the problem. How am I going to become an entrepreneur? Well, that's where you need to look into yourself and say, what do you like? Because it's not about there's services and systems and business out there, like somebody that opens a restaurant on their city. That's an entrepreneur. It's not a new idea, but what is the problem? People get hungry, right? Every fucking day. Actually, 3 times a day, right? So your idea is to open a restaurant that will serve and solve that problem. You don't have to reinvent the wheel, right? Saying, oh, what's the problem? Well, women wants their nails done and they want their hair and makeup and all that. Well, a hair salon, that's an entrepreneurship thinking. And then you might say, well, that's a small business. Same, it's the same. When you're a startup, you're a small business and you can grow. You can have a restaurant that starts as a small business. You are an entrepreneur if you do that. And if you want to scale and grow up, then you start opening more locations, and then eventually you become a nationwide franchise. But you need to start with the first, step one. So people get caught up thinking that they need to have this crazy new concept or technology or this out-of-the-box idea that will solve a problem to be an entrepreneur. And that's not how it works. Whatever you want to do, and in everything there's always risk. That's the true meaning of an entrepreneur. Somebody that believes in something and is not afraid of taking the risk to materialize that concept or that dream that he had in mind. Maybe it's open for you. It can be opening a restaurant. It can be opening a hair salon. It can be opening a coffee shop. Something. It can be opening an online business, a Shopify e-com store, something like that. That's legit. It can be actually flipping stuff on eBay. But the secret to actually become an entrepreneur is not to get caught up in the details and just take the action. You want to make money? Just do it. Just take massive imperfect action. Just get it done. You will learn as you move on, as you go through it. As you go through it. People ask me all the time, oh, Manny, but you're good because you're making so much money with digital altitude. Well, the reality is that digital altitude for me, personally, is just a side hustle. Yeah, that's right. Digital altitude for me is just an extra thing. My main business is Click Cash Marketing. From Click Cash Marketing, we generate leads for Fortune 500 companies, lead generation. That's our main business. Then we have Rock Solid Traffic, which is part of the Click Cash Marketing umbrella, which we sell traffic to people looking to promote and make money online offers. We also then are going to have Millionaire Wisdom, which is designed to help aspiring entrepreneurs to master traffic, because at the end of the day, if you're doing anything online, you need to understand something. You need to master traffic. That's your job as a marketer. Master traffic generation techniques. That's what you're getting paid for. That's why Fortune 500 companies hire us every day to generate leads for them, because we are good at generating high quality traffic for them. They don't know how to do it. What they're good at is at getting the leads and converting those leads into customers and to servicing those leads. So they need to focus their time into servicing their customers. And our job as marketers is to provide those leads that eventually will become customers for them. How we do that? Mastering traffic. If you know how to drive high quality traffic to any offer on any niche, regardless of what it is, then you have a skill. And if you have a skill, then it doesn't matter if it's digital altitude, academics, Mobi, reverse commissions. I think that's the latest thingy, whatever, Motor Club of America, whatever is that you're promoting, if you're in a company or whatever niche, regardless if it's an e-commerce store or regardless if it's your own products, you know how to drive traffic. That's it. You're set. I will never, I don't have to wake up tomorrow wondering what I'm going to do. I know exactly what I'm going to do. And this skill will not go away. So you need to acquire, if you're looking to make money online, if you're looking to advance online, if you're looking to actually learn how to become an entrepreneur by becoming a marketer, that's the first thing. All right. I want to become an entrepreneur. I want to break free. I want to have the freedom. I want to have financial freedom. I want to actually build something that is mine. And, even if I work more, it's mine. It doesn't belong to my boss. It belongs to me. That's the first thing. Once you decide that, then you follow that. Whether it's opening a restaurant, hair salon, coffee shop, whatever it is, becoming an online marketer, becoming a network marketer, becoming an owner of an e-com store, whatever it is that you decide, once you have that clear in your mind, then you start mastering your craft. You start mastering that so that you become the best one at it. That's it. That's how you do it. And you need to start from the step one, from the bottom. It will not happen magically. And if you want to become a marketer, and this is something that gets me crazy all the time, I see marketers out there. They are online marketers that they want to, they want privacy. Oh, Facebook knows too much about me. Google knows too much about me. And you see them around making posts and talking about how Facebook should not get into the way. So if you are into being private, then and you also want to become a marketer, one does not go by the hand of the other. Us marketers, I want to know everything about you. Yes, that's right. I don't want privacy. I wish that Facebook can know like everything. Even if you're plugging your hairs right, your eyebrows right now, I want Facebook to know that, because I can sell you the tweezers, new tweezers, because your tweezers suck. That's how marketers should. If you are to become a marketer, you need to embrace this. There's no middle place here. I'll be honest with you. And if you were to understand all the stuff that Facebook and Google knows about you, you actually will freak out. They know crazy things. They know you. They have a profile about you. They know your interests. They know what do you like, what you don't like, what you kind of like, what is your politics, exact everything that you post, your tone of how you write things. They used everything to create an advertising profile of you, and then they sell that they're in business to sell data. Data is king in the online marketing, in the marketing world as a whole, even in offline. Data is king. People don't realize this. Does anybody here knows or understands that when you use a credit card or even a debit card, all the information about the stuff that you buy with your debit and credit card is being sold every single day? Haven't you noticed that sometimes you buy something at the supermarket, like, and this is just an example, like an almond milk, maybe because you're lactose intolerant. And then all of a sudden you start seeing ads on Google and websites that you visit about a different lactose-free type milk. And this is just an example. It can happen. You might have noticed that with other stuff. That's because credit card companies sell your data. And I'm not talking your name, your email. No. They're not selling that. What they're selling is your marketing profile and the ability for an advertiser, aka us marketers, to show ads based on your purchases that you made at Walmart. Yes, that's possible. We do this every day in our business. That's just common sense, guys. I mean, if you think that you're buying a Facebook ad, you need to understand all the ins and outs on how things work. Why do you think that Facebook call their pixel a smart pixel? Does anybody knows? I mean, what I'm saying here, does it make sense? Please hit the like button. Am I making sense here? You know, if you are to become a marketer, you need to embrace this and you need to understand these things, because these things is what eventually will make you money. These things will make you money. You want these platforms to collect as much data as possible. If you're into privacy, then you need to look into yourself, into the mirror, and say, all right, is this actually what I want to do? Because I mean, I want my life to be private. I don't want Facebook to be collecting my data. So, but I want the data of other people. That's hypocrisy, right? That's hypocrite, no? Whatever the name is. No, you need to actually embrace it. Facebook knows everything about me. Google knows everything about me. But guess what? I like it because they show me ads of stuff that I like, that are compatible with what I want. Like, for example, they know I bought a quad the other day, and they show me a nice pair of gloves that goes perfectly with my quad. I bought them. And thank you, Google, for knowing this. That's just me, guys. That's just how the future is moving, and you cannot stop it. So you might as well just embrace it and use it into your advantage. Facebook called their pixel the smart pixel because if they were to tell you all, or to tell us, the marketers who buy ads on their platform, all the stuff that they actually know about you, then people will really freak out. So what they do is that they build a profile and they use their smart pixel to analyze the type of people who are actually interested on whatever it is that you're promoting, e-commerce, make money online offers, whatever it is that you're promoting, and then they are able to show your ad to your perfect customer. That's how it works. But they hide everything behind the smart pixel, first because it's easier for us marketers. I don't have to worry. Nowadays, I see people that they make a couple $1,000 on Facebook and they want to come out coaching like they're like the key marketers. No, you just launch an ad. Facebook did all the hard work for you. You're not supposed to be coaching nobody because you don't know. Because you didn't even know that it's the smart pixel that did all the heavy lifting for you. You shouldn't be charging a coaching for that. You want to make money on Facebook? You want to launch some ads on Facebook? Launch an ad, throw $1,000 on it, and then read the data and let Facebook optimize for conversions. That's it. Of course, run white hat. Run white hat. Don't go crazy posting stuff that doesn't follow their ad guidelines. But if you're following their ad guidelines, it will work. Eventually, I mean, at the beginning, you will be on red. You will be losing money because that's how it works, because they're collecting data, and then their ads optimize based on that data automatically. You don't have to lift a finger. You don't have to lift a finger for that, my friend. You just do it all for you because they have all the data. They know what to do with it. You just let them do what they're good at. You just sit down and collect the money pretty much. Of course, there are little ins and outs. But here's the thing. Here's what I want you guys to understand is, you guys need to understand that as marketers, if you want to be an entrepreneur as an online marketer, your duty is to master traffic. That's the number one skill that you need to master, period. If you master traffic, that's it. That's all you need. Then you will be an online marketer pretty much for the rest of your life, unless something else, a new technology, something crazier and better than the internet pops up, which eventually I do believe. Not the internet itself, I think, but their technologies, and I do believe that stuff will be more AI stuff, AI, artificial intelligence type stuff that will pretty much do all for us, especially us marketers. The artificial intelligence, and there are people playing with that. We are playing with some of that internally within the company. We're doing some tests, and it's crazy. Actually, it's actually crazy. Wild ride. It's super expensive right now at this point, but eventually it will get cheaper and more accessible. And artificial intelligence, the way you will be able to launch ads, and the systems will be able to find your perfect customers all over the web without you pretty much lifting a finger. Way more advanced stuff than the Facebook Smart Pixel. It exists already, but it's a high-end levels. We were able to get in because we know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody, and we're baby steps testing. We don't even know where this route is going to take us, but it's very exciting to say the least. But what I need to, what I wanted to share with you guys is that if you embrace it and you want to really make money, just do it. The best thing that you can do is find somebody who is already successful at it and get coach. Get coach. And it doesn't have to be me. We're launching Millionaire Wisdom in March. It's going to be a hybrid coaching program. Our focus is to force you to make money, pretty much. But it will be by teaching you how to master traffic the right way. We're going to work with exclusive people. We're going to work with people that are actually, it's not about here's the price, whatever price. We don't even know the price yet. And if because you have the money you can join us. No, it's not going to be like that. It's going to be, you will have to fill out an application. We will have to get on the phone, talk, make sure that we're a fit for each other, because our focus is to make you money. We're already doing good. Our focus is to make you money, but by forcing you to master a skill, which is traffic generation via various sources. There will be several different coaching programs eventually. In March, we're coming out with the first one. I know what it is, but I cannot tell you just yet what it will be. Each coaching program will be focusing on one traffic type. All right, one traffic type. And then you will come in and we will teach you everything, and you cannot leave, you cannot move, you cannot, even if you want to buy yet another coaching from us, even if it's from us, we will not let you until you master this. If you want to master another traffic source, the money that you're generating from this traffic source should be able to fund and more the next skill or traffic skill. We don't want you to reaching out into your pocket just to get all the courses. We want you to make money and use that money to scale your business. That's the right way to run businesses, guys. I don't go into my pocket to run my business. I go into my business's cash flow, the money that the business is already generating, to expand my business. That's how it works. If you have to go take loans and shit to fund, you can take a small loan or whatnot. A seed money is common to fund the initial business. But if you cannot expand your business out of a loan, because that means that your business is not yet producing enough money for an expansion. Think about it. It's simple. And I see people doing this all the time, and I'm like, well, that doesn't fucking make sense. That doesn't make sense. Honestly, let's say you open a restaurant and you have a nice land, and all of a sudden you want to expand and open a second location. And then if you have to take you can take a loan for seed money. It's called capital. You need capital to start a business. Good thing is that online you don't need the crazy amount of money that people need to open a restaurant. Last time I checked, like in a regular US, to open a restaurant in a nice location, you will need at least $500,000 to $1 million just to open, and good luck, because it might not pan out. Online is not ever even near that. That's the advantage of opening online businesses, that your initial in money needed for getting the business up and running is nothing near what you need to open an actual brick and mortar business. But I see people, how are you going, if you can take a loan to open that initial restaurant, but you cannot think about opening a second restaurant if the first restaurant is not making you enough money. You should use the money that the first restaurant brings to open the second restaurant. If you have to go out and take a loan to open the second restaurant, what the fuck are you doing? That's you're not managing your business correctly. And we're gonna teach you all that. That's how you do things. Like I invest a lot into knowledge. The online marketing game is an ever-changing environment, and you need to be able to adapt. And I'm always getting knowledge from courses, mentors, and tips, consultings, and all that from high level individuals. And I invest on that, but the money that I use to invest on that comes from the money that the business is already generating. That's how it should work. If you have to go into pocket to do that, then I don't know, you're doing it 100% wrong. Just keeping it real. If you have not been successful in your first business yet, you should not be running a second business or a second income stream or a second whatever. If you started on Shopify, for example, you wanted to open an e-commerce, wanted to open a Shopify store, and you have not yet mastered and are making good money with Shopify yet, then you should not be looking into getting into digital altitude or whatever is the new academics or whatever. You should not. I mean, you can invest into more advanced courses about Shopify, but everything is knowledge to master your current craft. Once you have mastered your current craft, then you can think about opening or getting a second stream of income. You see what I'm saying? I hope that I'm making sense here, because I just want to help you guys out to understand how you should approach things. So the number one secret for you to become an entrepreneur is first to don't think that you need to have this crazy idea that will solve a problem and you need to do a startup. Opening a restaurant is actually becoming an entrepreneur. Becoming an online marketer is actually becoming an entrepreneur, and so on and so forth. And second is about taking action and focusing on that craft, on acquiring. If your craft will be online marketing, then you need to master traffic, so you cannot focus on nothing else until you have mastered that. And then if you want to expand, use the money that you generated from here to expand. All right? So I hope that you guys like the message. This is your boy Manny Hernandez, and remember, it's not about the money. It's all about the freedom.